Yeah. Yeah, man, I do it for the fam. Tryna put food on my table, going ham. PYT says she knows who I am. Brows on fleek, she'll do it for the gram. Love.
What's going on YouTube? This is Dr. Storm, aka Project X from Service M with another YouTube video. So before I get into today's YouTube video, I think I should tell everybody, or let me get your opinion on this. Like Anime Melee, like the updates and everything, it's slowing down a lot. So I'm not be able to inform you guys on much videos because in the amount of crap I need to get is a lot. For example, this new system, the new fusion stuff from the feathering, whatever you want to call it, this shit. It's going to take me a while to get the resources. So I'm thinking that it would be smart for me as a YouTube channel to expand my channel of not just Anime Melee but just mobile gaming in general. Maybe games that are similar to Anime Melee. Let me hear you guys' feedback on that. I want to continue growing my channel, this channel, and yeah, just do something with it. Of course, I'm gonna stick with Anime Melee. I'm gonna continuously do all of my updates that they bring out. And if you guys have questions on Anime Melee, feel free to ask. Of course, I try to answer as best as I can. Or I guess it's not as well. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, not as soon as possible. I do answer them though, but yeah, unless you're asking me for money, at that point I'm just gonna say yeah, no, because then I'm broke. Like I'm in the same position as you are, as everybody else. I'm trying to exploit all these things and trying to get as much benefit as I can. But now let me go on to today's video, which I'm assuming you guys already read the title. These are what I think the 5 steps of how to get stronger overall in the game. Hopefully these steps will help you. The only thing, there's literally one item. If you have a lot of money, these steps are really pointless for you. I guess it can help, but it's whatever. So these are my 5 steps. Let me just read them off. So step number 1 is creating goals for you. I'll explain every single step in a little bit more details after I explain what all the steps are. Number 1, getting easy goals. Number 2, how many resources of every item. I literally mean everything, like as in like from the diamonds spending to how many of these currencies you could get a day. Belly shops, honor, soul, whatever. How many of those things you can get a day? How much of these resources are you willing to spend a day in order to accomplish these resources? Overall, you do not want to spend all your resources on like that item a day. Like, don't just burst out everything. Plan it out a little bit, because then you still want, like for example, for diamonds, you still want to make sure you're positive in diamonds. You're not black but green. If you're wondering what black is pretty much you're a flat 0. You can't go red in diamonds because at that point you're at 0. So you always want to be in the green on everything. Set yourself like small little pieces of them. Let me go back. How to spend your diamonds or your resources. That's step number 4. And step number 5, what else can I do in order to accomplish these goals? Meanwhile, because of course there's a lot of ways of getting stronger. You could get stronger heroes, star up, train them, or use the awakening system, gallery, pet, etc. I guess I can't go on and on, but you see my point. There's a lot of different ways of getting stronger. It's just like at that point of time where you're at right now, what could you do in order to get stronger? If you're barely starting the game, most likely you could get S ranking characters from the shop easily. Knowing which characters you want. Don't just randomly pick characters. Most likely, for most teams out there, or squads, whatever you want to call it, most 5-man, they'll have a tank, or front line, middle line, and back in order to support. Of course, you could differentiate them Like you could have like 3 tanks and like 2 support or middle class. You can mix and match them. It's up to you, but just know what you're going to try to do and what's your goal of doing that. Don't just have all damage base, or don't just have all support base. You know, mix it in a little bit. Have a balance between damage and support. Um, that is really like the main 2 things. Damage people, of course, do all the damage. Support people make sure they support the damage people, knowing what you want. But let me go back to my 5 steps. So step number 1, like I said, create goals. So easy goal. If you're barely new, try to get as many characters as you can, because then the more options you get, the better overall. Reason why I say this, because then there are several medals in here that you pretty much need more characters, or pretty much telling you to get more characters. Perfect example is this medal called Hero of the Gathering. You need 50 characters. My bad for like the pixelation, but that says 50. Or the legend, having 5 orange fellas, which is in a sense SS ranking characters, like your Madara, TV Hisoka, etc., etc. Or 10 S ranking characters. This is like your Hawk, your Lulu, Grimjow, Goku, Vegeta, etc., etc., etc. So try to figure out which one's the easiest one. Explore all corners of this game. Most likely, if you're starting out and you're like level 49, the easiest one, get level 50. Well, get your team to level 50. But in a sense, in order to accomplish this goal, you need to become level 50. And then, of course, just play the game, and then you'll just end up getting to level 50. Alright, so I'm going to use my examples, or me personally, as these steps goes on. So, step number 1, the easiest goals for me. As you can tell already, I already accomplished most of the easy ones that you could just quickly burst out. The next 3 easiest goals that I think that I could do is getting the pet, getting 3 gold pets, and getting 10 awakening characters. So those are my 3 goals that I'm currently working on, to make my team stronger, so I don't have to necessarily worry about it, because these are permanent, as you can see right here. These are permanent goals, so once I can complete that, I can just not give a damn about them afterwards. They won't deactivate unless they decide to get rid of it, or yeah. So they're permanent. So now I know how many diamonds I can get a day. I can get an average around 400 diamonds a day, and about 1.3 million coins, around 3,000 bellies, 3,000 belly in the belly shop. Around 2,000 of the honors, and about 2,000 here of the frame, and then maybe some fees, depends on how my luck is. That's pretty much the space devil. So I know what I could do, as for me, like what resources I could get a day, and what should I be spending my resources on. So like I said, my goal is to get 10 awakening characters. How do I accomplish 10 awakening characters? I need to have them level 5 in the awakening system. But the next character I'm currently working on is Greg. He's level 4, stage 2. I need 6 more stages. Yeah, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I guess technically. Or no, 6. Yeah, 6 more stages? Yeah, 6 more stages in order for him to become level 5. And then after that, I'm 1 step closer to my goal. How do I get these things? I need Jenny and Magic Crystals. Where do I get Jenny and Magic Crystals at? Is at the Sky Arena, of course. Alright then. Now, I could of course occupy one of these spots. Or just spend my diamonds and the daily amount that I can get a day. Everybody gets 100 a day. Now, for me personally, since I'm in the, I guess, higher tiers of the Sky Arena, I could get, for 10 pieces, I could get 30 Jenny or Magic Crystals, whichever one I need at the moment. I know that if I spend 200 diamonds, I could get another 400 energy, or I forgot what the currency is, but I could get another 400. So I get around 500 ish a day on these things, which converts to 1500 magic crystals or Jenny a day. So that's what I know what I can get, and that's how much I'm willing to spend on it. I'm not willing to spend any less. If I spend any less, I'll just did I spend more? The way I can know is that if I hit the plus button, I already bought it 4 times. And it's 40, 40, 60, 60. And after that, it comes 80, 80, and just continues adding up. I'm not willing to spend that much. I'm not willing to spend another 80 on it. Just 40, 40, 60, 60. That's it. Because I know that that's about half the amount of diamonds I get a day. So I'm in the green right there. That's a good thing. So that's how I am willing to. That's how much I'm willing to spend it. How to spend it? It's easy. It's just what do I need today. So I spent 1,500 on getting Jenny. Tomorrow I'll use another 1,500 of magic crystals to get tomorrow. So that's easy. After that, I just continue doing that, and then eventually I'll accomplish my goal, which is to get the 10 awakening characters. If you're wondering which awakening characters you should get, is of course everybody that's on your team, or you're planning to have it on your team, and all the characters you like. I didn't need Itachi per se to have him, nor Green I just had them just to have him. I picked Gray because then he looks like his awakening looks awesome, and then the next person I'm gonna be using is Mihawk because his awakening also looks awesome in my opinion. So yeah, that's the next 2 characters that are gonna be awakening on my portion. That's the reason why. You could do whatever you want to do it, however you want to. But yeah. Now, goal number 5 is what else can I be doing while accomplishing these 3 goals? So, for my 3 goals, I know that I need 200 diamond a day. I'm not trying to spend any more diamonds because I still want to be green. So, what else can I do? There's, of course, the gallery. Most likely, most of us have not completely finished or have these all activated. So, you could do your gallery, because then that's easy power up just right there, because then they're permanent too. So in case you want to switch characters, you could go ahead and switch characters. It doesn't matter because then you already have a nice base right there. So for example, right here, first get stage 3, get +5 on stars. I can easily accomplish these 2 goals, and of course, I think after the +3 stage, it will ask me to do +5 stage, and then maybe 7. Let me double check that, because then I could tell from. So yeah, okay. Then you ask for a 7-star, so that's easy goals that I could do. Meanwhile, I accomplish these things. Well, I can accomplish stage 5 without spending literally any extra resources. Because then all I need to do is just go to a character that I know that's in the gallery. I'm currently working on Ren. And all it takes is adventure points, which I currently don't need. There's nobody that I want to have extra, so I can continue using all my points and just continue upgrading these guys. Currently he's at the last final stage. I need 11 more pieces. And all it takes is stamina, which just naturally accumulates throughout the day. Have it as your daily type thing. So when you're doing your daily, just add this to your list and just do it. Because you got nothing to lose. Really. If you fail, it's whatever, right? If you win, that's great. Because that's what you want. So that's another thing that I could do meanwhile. And also, I could do the knockout, or I guess, but Dark World. Whoever's here that I need, I already do it. I need, of course, for Ichigo and Fourth Hokage. They're on my team. Uh, since Fourth Hokage is now 7-star, and same for real Ichigo, I can continue doing them. Which I need to start doing that right now. So I guess I'll talk while doing this. Unlucky me. So eventually, if you continue doing these steps, set yourself some goals, continually knowing what you got to do on all your dailies, doing the things that you need to do, you'll get stronger. Because that's how a lot of people do it. You don't necessarily need a lot of money in order to get strong in the game. Oh, please. Fuck. My bad if that's in the video. I don't care. My luck in this game is absolutely bad. I think I have the worst luck out of everybody here. Because I spend about 18,000 diamonds and I still can't accomplish that one medal. I'm getting a goddamn pet dog. But it's whatever. I'm eventually gonna get it. Hopefully. I beg. For the love of God. Just let me get one. That's all I need. I just need one. So yeah, there's you don't necessarily need a lot of money in order to get stronger. Right here. 11 mil. VIP 5. And for any of those who are in my guild who are watching my video, yeah, you're gonna be shouted out right now, without your permission. Yeah, right here, VIP 6, 10 mil. VIP 6, 9.5 mil. VIP 8, 9 mil. VIP 5, close to 9 mil. So people are getting there. 7 mil, and I believe he's VIP 5. Last time I check. So eventually, you will get stronger at a point where you're actually a competition for those who are in the higher VIP. It just takes times and management. That is all it takes. You just manage your amount of diamonds or resources you get a day, work on it, and then eventually you'll get stronger. This is a perfect example. Perfectionist. Bro, if you're watching my video, like, of course, subscribe, and do all this stuff. But he's VIP 5, and he's ranked 9 compared to everybody else. This is the beginning server. This is 1 through 18. So yeah, it's doable. Everybody can get stronger. Everybody can probably go to the next step. It's just how much time you're willing to put in this, and can you do this daily? I've been playing this game personally since, as a matter of fact, I asked GMs, game developers, what was the first day I played, and the first day I played was October 2nd, 2015. So I'm in about a year and 3 months-ish of playing this game. Yeah, I'm surprisingly, right? I didn't know it was actual year and 3 months. Time has passed, as a matter of fact. I just now realized that a lot of time has passed since I've been playing this game. But, yeah, so follow those steps, most likely you get stronger. If you guys also have questions, like what type of team I should get, you should probably actually use the War-Dipping Dimensions, figure out what their skill sets, what they could contribute to the team, look at what you're lacking in for, as your team overall. If you see that your team is literally all damage based and 0 support, then you know that should be a sign that's saying okay, I need to change a character. What characters can I get right now? These are my little side tips that you could probably look into. What's your end goal? What type of team do you want to be? Do you want to just massacre everybody and make sure none of your teammates or squad member dies? Or would you like to be that person who just bugs the crap out of one person of the opponent team and just make sure he's dead and then worry on the next person? What are you trying to build here? me, for example, is that I'm trying to build a hit and run team. What I mean by that is that I need to beat you once and make sure you can never beat me back. Or at least extend the time. Or you can't beat me in the time that is available. Because there's only 90 seconds in the entire match. That's all I need to last for. If I can beat you once and last 90 seconds every single time, I win. That's my logic. Don't get mad at me for that. That's how I'm going to be playing it. And I'm most likely not going to change. So yeah, just look at what you're trying to do. Of course, if you have questions on asking, like, is this a good team? You can always leave a comment down below. It doesn't matter which video. I get notifications on all videos. So you can literally be in like my first video that I made like 9 months ago-ish or whatever. And I'll most likely still comment it back because then I still get a notification on it. So yeah, just whatever video, you can leave a comment or find a way to get a hold of me. If I'm in the game and I decide to talk in server chat, what I'm trying to do, but I've been watching way too much anime, which isn't a good thing, but not a bad thing as well, because then it's anime. Like, what wrong? Like, that's the reason why I'm playing this game. I like anime way too much. But back to the actual topic. So yeah, if you leave a comment, I'll most likely answer it, and in the time that I am available or not reading manga or watching anime. I try to get to you as soon as possible. And I do read pretty much every single comment except for those. Well, matter of fact, I still comment back on those who are asking me for money, but it's pointless for you guys to ask me for money because then I am as broke as you are. So no point in me asking you guys for money. So yeah, that's pretty much it on this video. Like, again, leave a comment down below on what you think on me expanding my YouTube channel as mobile gaming. And I believe that is it for this video. If you're watching the entire thing, thank you. Probably never said that in any of my videos, but yeah, thank you for watching. This is Dr. Famm, aka Project X on Server 7, and I'm out. Peace.
And I got a really big team, and they need some really big rings. They need some really nice things. Better be coming with no strings. Better be coming with no strings. We need some really nice things. We need some really big rings.